It's a lovely evening for a barbecue. So I'm going to do a wild camp plus barbecue inspired by I Need It Outdoors and his barbecue. I've just got a folding barbecue, £2.50. Wow, such a massive event investment. I'm just walking down to Hamlands. I don't know how many people will be there. I'm usually on a Saturday. It's nice weather, the place is empty, but you might find there's loads of people down there. So we'll see. Yeah, I've got a whole load of meat from Aldi. And some of that I could do in my pot if it all goes very well. Sunset's happening. And it's getting a bit quieter. I've talked about Hamlands a lot in my videos. How I've wanted to camp for a long time. I know the site very well, so behind me is the baseball field. Yeah, actually, I might go around. But this is the reason why you don't tend to get some people down here, but you tend not to get lots of people down here. Of the mud, and I think it's very, 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 very hot and warm. It's always a bit muddy down here. Like that. Yeah, someone's put very useful logs. So that bit is one of the classic bits that always gets very, very okay. What I'll do first is set up barbecue. I'm also going to test the new version 2 of my Calderica to finish today. And just see how it goes. What I don't want to do is put the tent and then start the barbecue, because I'm planning to be somewhere fairly open in the field. I want to do this before they trim this, because they quite often trim these fields. At some point in August or September they just mow them all down, but it requires a certain cover. You see how high it is. I hear dogs though, so I don't know who's down here. We have plenty of options that are more hidden, but there are some fair amount of insects down here. I'll put some smidge on. Another option is in there. When you could camp within that lot, that you'll find a lot of wildlife in your tent if you do that. So I don't know really. That's a lovely view. And yeah, it's 9 o'clock and you hear dogs, I think, going across along the river. But it's pretty quiet down here. It's unusual. It used to be quite busy on a nice evening like this, but I think now the sun's gone. I wanted to be here for sunset, sadly. I was busy finishing the Calderica, but it was here. It's a nice flattened area. It's kind of tucked around a bit near the path. But I just don't think anyone's going to bother us this time. Then the height of that is going to hide the tent. Pretty much. And the green. That's the dinner for tonight. Garlic and herb chicken kebabs, which I could do in the pot if the barbecue doesn't work. Salt and chilli pork belly slices, of course. You know it. Keeping it real. And beef kebabs, again, I could do those in the pot if I have to move somewhere else. It's still quite wet, this grass. I mean, it's sort of not soaking, but it's not tinder dry. But I brought butter to put the barbecue on. Look at that yellow moon. Very noisy birds around here. No one's turned up. There's a few voices from over there. They might be far away. I'll put it in a little my protective thing, but this is the hold up barbecue. It's not exactly super light, but there it is. It sort of slots in together. It's quite sharp, so be a bit careful. It's better than those throwaway things, definitely. So yeah, they sort of slot in at an angle. Of course there's no instructions for these things, as usual. I have done it before, honest. Yeah, and then they kind of slot together like that. Poundland had charcoal briquettes, not coals, but anyway. We've got little tongs. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know. I'll just work here. And of course, yeah, boring pools technique. A little bit of this to ignite it. I have lighter fuel when you've got bioethanol. Of course it's gone out. Maybe we'll use my fire lighter. We shall find out. Right, you're gonna I brought plenty for a good reason. Ooh, whoa. Yeah, don't do that, people. There we are. You went woof. Typically someone came through here. It's like right in the middle at dusk. Yeah, oh well. The more important thing is don't see me camping here. Yes, it needs to look far to me, but might need more encouragement to catch. Yeah, not confident about my fire making skills. Again, don't do this at home. Oh shit. Hopefully that will stay lit. Oh, it's kind of cooking very slowly. Got red coals, but yeah. Red coals is good, but yeah, it's cooking the belly pork. Maybe I should have done the chicken first. Oh, hope we haven't got mice. Or rats. Something was scurrying over there. That would be good. Probably smelling the food. It's taken me more than half of my alcohol to do that. I don't know if I'll have enough. I'll probably have enough for coffee tomorrow. Luckily I don't need porridge or anything, so I was this close to just going, screw it, I'll go home. It seems to be working now, very slowly. I knew that the briquettes kind of like work slowly, so yes, we haven't burnt them fuel down, which is good. And they are cooking slowly. Yeah, I don't know if it was the fat, but it suddenly went a bit crazy. Which I'm not opposed to. They're definitely done. Let's put some chicky on. Yeah, no, I just had one of them, well, a piece of one of them, and it was actually really nice, so yeah. A good while for it just goes woof, and then suddenly now it's suddenly going. So that's good. Try the chicken now. The belly pork's definitely done. But yeah, it went a bit mad with the fat. The fat fueled the so it actually worked really well. But it took a long time before it got to that point. Fat as kindling. Yeah, use the fat from the pork as just kindling, and it seems to be keeping it going and helping to cook the chicken. I'm not really a barbecue queen. Oh, a barbecue king. Hearing a few rustling from over there, I don't know what's going on over there. Clouds have shut up a bit. And just in case, I do actually have several litres of water. I have 3 litres of water. Just in case. Feels quite damp. We are by the river. Yeah, it's cooking really well. But I do have some Ribena. No, that's not Ribena. There's wine. I've got some crisps. I won't go hungry. Yeah, the kebabs are nice. The end of this wasn't as done, but yeah, I think they'll be done. Tent is up. And the moon is out. But yeah, I got rather cold, so I put the tent up quickly. It's past 11 now, not 11:30. Yeah, I'm going to get right in the tent, I think. We're going to try the new Caldericone V2. So, picking up the first inaugural use of the Caldericone. A late night brew. Just making a late night sort of jockey. It's like anti-gun with some brandy. That seems to be a rolling boil. Now, yeah, my phone restarted, so I don't know if I caught the last bit. Maybe we'll have some timing from when I lit it, but it seems to have done really, really quickly. 2-3 minutes. Maybe quicker. This seems to be quicker than. Maybe because there's less holes in it, more, less things. It seems to be quicker than my other one. Excellent result. Yeah, we're quite visible from the main path. But it wouldn't have been then because it was so dark. As soon as you're a bit away, it becomes a lot less visible. So I'm just at that point. There we are. You can't see me at all. You can see a sort of haze. You can't see me until you're literally right on me. I do think I should have gone in the woods. It's been really cold. The irony is that I was very kind of warm when the coughs woke me up. There were some voices last night across from over there, and I think some people were, I don't know if they had a fire or pissing around, I don't know what they were doing. About midnight. These are not my hiking shoes, these are my barefoot shoes. Yeah. Wow. Only at that point would you see me. So I was pretty well. This is a bit of gunge on it. Getting some coffee on. Using my new Caldericone. Beautiful view. Still not really dawn yet. I mean, it is kind of, but the mist has not really got anywhere. But that 4 o'clock person coughing by my tent just woke me up, and I don't know, I just couldn't get to sleep again, and I was like, oh, I should go back to sleep, and I was like, well, it would be nice, but I can't now. I'm awake. I only had like about 3 hours sleep, but about 1. Yeah, but this is working really well, the Caldericone. So yeah, I'm going to make some coffee and some breakfast, and I'll see how I feel. Wow. You can hear it already starting to boil. This is so much more efficient than my other one. It's only been on for a couple of minutes or a minute or so. Maybe 2 minutes. You can hear it boiling already. It is only a small amount of water, but still, I'm noticing how much more efficient this is. There's some coffee brewing, and yeah, breakfast is Nido milk with. I could have brought real milk. It's just, a whole load of Nido anyway. I'm gonna have fun when I run out of Nido because Nestle is supporting the whole Gaza business, so I'm trying to avoid Nestle, and it's quite hard actually. You'd be amazed how many things are owned by Nestle or Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola owns Schweppes, it owns Aquapana, and it was like we went to Pizza Express recently. I went through all of their soft drinks, and the only thing I could have was number one. It's actually really nice. Number one living ginger kombucha. I never had ginger kombucha before, if that's how you pronounce it. And it was Johnny Wilkinson's company, and it seems to be just him. So that's cool. It doesn't seem to be owned by a conglomerate. But yeah, Coca-Cola and Nestle are. Yeah, the whole BDS thing, I'm trying to avoid them because of the whole Gaza business. And so when I run out of my Nido powder, I'm going to have to find an alternative. It's annoying because Nido's full fat. A lot of the other milk powders are skimmed or semi-skimmed. And you really want full fat for hiking because you want fat, sugar, carbohydrates. You want as much energy as possible, enough fat and protein, and maybe not so much carbohydrates, but yeah, some carbohydrates. So you want the lots of kind of protein and fat because you're exerting yourself a lot. It's not a very great diet for you. I didn't drink as much as I thought I did. So yeah. But yeah, no, I don't usually have the tent open like this. I probably will regret it. Probably lots of festies will come in. But at the moment, it seems to be fairly okay. Maybe the pesties are a bit demure because of the mist. I'm looking forward to this because I'm so hungry. Amazingly, after all that meat last night. I'm hoping it was all cooked properly. Someone's been a bit gurgling. So I hope that's not a slug. Oh, it is. Keep away. Otherwise, I think it was pretty much a success. This is some meal espresso. That's going to age well, isn't it? Yes. Sabrina Carpenter. I did a mashup with that, but yeah. We do get horses coming through here. Obviously, no, not on their own. Not kind of like some random wild horses. We do get kind of horse riders coming through. When it's sunny, not like this, people do sunbathing down here. Sometimes clothing optional sunbathing. And it's always quite funny when the horse riders can actually see above this stuff. So they get offended when they can see all these people who are nudie sunbathing, which you can't usually see because this is all grown up. It's their own fault. Police must come down here, I think, to tell people to put some clothes on. Yeah, let's keep going that way. Away from me. I haven't seen you on the tent. I've been pinging them off. There was one back there that wouldn't ping off. Yeah, there's a few things getting in. Go away. I was surprised there wasn't more coming in. If I opened it, but I'm very terrible. I've got this nice microphone, and then I just don't use it. It's just kind of, yeah. I've just been packing stuff away. What time is it? 6:30, pretty much. And then I'll try and mop the tent a bit. Yeah, it was that sort of dewy mist that sort of drenched the tent. I mean, obviously there's always going to be some condensation and stuff inside anyway. And slugs, always slugs. I was thinking of doing some artwork. It depends if it cheers up. I mean, there is some blue there, but if it cheers up a bit, I don't know. But it's not really inspiring me at the moment. It's supposed to be sunny today at some point, but you know, there is the ever-present cloud. I mean, it's supposed to be. It's July in Britain. It's supposed to be summer, and it's just been, yeah, a lot of this, a lot of sort of grumpiness, a lot of rain. And some of these fields are tinder dry. And what I did with the barbecue would have been a dangerous thing, but not this year. You can see so much green in the fields. Usually this would all be like brown from the sunshine at this point, July and August. But no, I'm not going to rush putting the tent down. If people see me, they see me. Doesn't really matter, I'm backing up anyway. Dry off the tent, I think. Yeah, they run very low here. I mean, that doesn't seem like it, because my camera. See, the sun is struggling through. Come on, son. Yeah, we've got this hung up. It's just easier to dry it somewhere like here than it is at home. I'll pretty much got everything packed up. This is as sealed as possible because, yeah, all the pesties and slugs and stuff will absolutely love trying to get into here. And finally, sunshine. Things might actually dry now. Had the first dog walker of the day, said hello. It's quite cute. Yeah, not much else apart from, I say, that sort of middle of the night cougher, which was like, what? Because, you know, I didn't hear a bike, it was someone walking through at 4 in the morning on this path, I think. I've been down here in sort of winter and spring. I know how boggy it can get down here. This is quite dry, but still, it's not as dry as it can be down here. So, yep, the site's clear. I think the caldera cone is definitely a success. So there's the barbecue, although I think I probably need coals. And next time bring a lot more alcohol. So, because I've only got a little bit left, we'll kind of work out a way of better lighting the barbecue. Rather than, yeah, creating those massive explosions. Yeah, that was a bit ridiculous. It was a nice sort of chilled barbecue. So I'm going to head off now. Might hang around a bit, but I'm going to head home in a bit and probably get some more sleep. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you like these more sort of chilled things. I mean, we're going to get more into the Scotland series, or if we haven't already, I don't know, depends how I edit this. I might have actually started I've started editing the Scotland series. I'm going to go back to the Thames Pass the next week, maybe this Saturday. I want to get, you know, that last 100 miles done from Goring to Kemble. Planning my sort of escape route via buses, because it turns out that it costs almost as much to go from Kemble to Bristol to get the coach back to London than it does to actually get a direct rail fare, which is crazy. 150 miles and then 30 miles and it costs almost as much. So yeah, that's ridiculous. So I'm just going to work it all out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I will speak to you soon.